rheumatoid leg. What do you want? What? You. Here, I'll push you. I'll push you. Yes. Look at you. Look at you. Oh, rub the head. Oh, rub the head. Yeah. Why don't you run away? I'm messing with you. Yes, why are you rubbing up against me? White leg. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes. What are you? Oh, fall over. Fall over. This cat would tear your hand off. Yes. Oh, want to play? Do you want to play? Do you? Do you want to play? So I came out here at 8 o'clock at night with my headlamp on. And I wanted to see how long this would take to set up. And this is my woodland camel tarp. I could adjust my stakes a little bit better. But, and it's supposed to rain, by the way. So this is the setup I'm working on. Now, total time that this took me to put together, and I wanted to do it in the dark, was, I don't know, about 20 minutes, maybe 25. And I've got 2 ropes coming off the front, off this pole here. And then my walking pole is in the back, which I showed in the video, that I put a round top on so I could stake it and push some of that middle up. I've got a tie vac for a ground pad and my Nemo rest pad. So really, all that's needed now is my quilt, my pillow, and you'll see off to the one side there, there's a ton of room for me to put my pack. I could even have a little stove, have coffee, whatever. Now, I would not cook inside your area where you camp, as it will attract mice and raccoons and bears. Having coffee, I don't know how much of that would attract something. Now, I might have ran it a bit too high, because down there at the corner is probably a little bit too high. I could probably bring it a bit lower if I wanted it right against the ground. You want the sides right against the ground in storm mode is what you want. So that would work pretty good. I am pretty impressed with this. So now, as you can see, he's in there laying on a Nemo pad, which is quite comfortable. Now, what I like about this setup, it's probably the easiest setup to set up with your tarp in plow mode, right? So basically, you stake the back, and then you come around the front, put your pole, it could be a wooden pole, and then you stake your sides. Now, you don't have to stake it right to the ground. You could leave it up, a foot or so, 6 inches. But I prefer storm mode most of the time because I don't want to have to mess with it again. Well, I got my audience here. He's always here. So as you can see, he's laying in there on the Nemo pad. Lots of room on the other side. As you can see, I make these videos, these type of videos for me. I just kind of share them for you guys so you can check it out. I'm trying to get an idea how much room I got, what happens if there's a downpour, what if I'm in a storm. And you're not going to believe this. I don't think you're going to be able to see it. I got a freaking cat back here walking on my tarp. Look at this. Look at this bugger. Psst, get out of there. Psst, get. Unbelievable. I could probably, I don't know, because a lot of that lays on the ground, right? And you can see there where the pole in the middle is sticking up. I'm probably better to go with an A-frame because this tarp's pretty long. But I don't see it leaking. But they say we're supposed to get rain all week. And I don't know how true that is. It's hot out here. It's like 50 degrees. 50 Fahrenheit. It's warm. It really is. So. But that's pretty comfortable. And like I said, I could adjust my stakes a little bit on the side. A little more. The tie vac you're looking at, you get them on eBay. People cut them. You can get them for 20 bucks, any size you want. Yeah, and he's back again. Look at this. Psst, get out of there. He's so curious. Look at this. He's looking saying, what is he doing? He's all messed up. That is funny. He thinks he's going to get him. So, I got quite a bit of room in there. Enough room for 2 guys. Enough room to put my pack if I go by myself. Enough room for my pack and my dog. Yeah. Tie vac is to keep the moisture off the pad. Keep it from getting dirty. More so than anything else. Now, this ain't good for bugs, I'll tell you that right now. Good enough for the winter, or the fall, maybe a little bit of the spring, but it's not good for bugs. I do have a screen tent. I bought a small one. If I put this into an A-frame, it'll fit underneath it. So why buy all this instead of just using my Dan Durston tent or my other tents? Well, room. Mainly, room. I want room. Look how much room he has in there. I mean, that is beautiful, don't you think? So like I said, I make these videos so I can have a good look at this. I'll probably watch this like 10 times to have a good look at it. Is what I'll do. Get an idea of how much room I got in there. I think an A-frame closing up the back end would probably be better, but this is the quickest pitch that you can do. Hello, white leg. What can I do for you? Huh? What can I do for you, huh? Hey? This guy would never go near anybody. Now he can't get enough of me. So, I think it's good. Now, I would pitch this if I was in a hurry. I got my raincoat on. It's raining. And I just want to get dry. This would be my fastest pitch in plow mode. So 4 stakes in the back. 1 pole in the front. Stake in the corner. Over here, as you see. Okay. And then we're up. Take my pack off, throw it inside. And I got my walking stick back there with a round ball on top of it to give me more room on the inside. Is what I got. So, now ideally, much better setup I'd like to do is do an A-frame where I got a pole at each end. And then it comes down like a teepee. Now I can pull the back in and seal up the back and just leave the front open. I can seal both ends and still have lots of room. Yeah, I kind of like that. So, I think I got enough room in there. Now I bring a thermarest pad for my dog, so that would lay down in front of me, and because it's cut in half, she's not going to touch that pole in the back. She'll be right beside me. So that's pretty cool. Very, very nice. So why did I set this up at night? Well, I wanted to set this up at night so I could see if I could do it. I put my headlamp on, and that's all I had was my headlamp. I didn't turn on this big light that I'm recording with so you guys could see. I just did it with the headlamp. And it took me about 25 minutes. I want to say 20, but I'm trying to give an extra 5 minutes because this is the first time I did it in pitch black. And it's pitch black out here, is what it is. So if I'm walking, daylight disappears quick, I finally found a camp spot and I look around with my head, then I can set this up pretty quick. I'm not sure if you can hear those dogs howling in the back. Sounds like my neighbor 2 doors down has gotten new puppies and they've got them tied up in the back and they're crying to come in. Sounds like they're trying to train them. I don't know why people keep dogs outside. It's not too bad in Tennessee when, you know, we get about 2 weeks of cold weather, but I just don't understand why you get dogs when you do that. I really don't. I even see people on YouTubers putting them inside cages outside. I'm like, what is that? Why did you get dogs? Doesn't make sense. I have 2 German Shepherds, and they are in the bunker with me. Nova goes right in my bed. She goes in bed at night with me. I got a Pomeranian in there, too. She climbs into bed with me. The German Shepherd and the Pomeranian. Now, Cosmo, he's way too big to get in bed. He'd probably hurt the Pomeranian. But he likes his cage. So at night, when I go to bed, he goes to his cage. I say cage. He goes in there and lays down. I shut it. When I wake up, I let him out. The only time he's in his cage is when he's sleeping. The rest of the time, he's out. I just don't get why you get animals and you don't take care of them. I treat my animals like people, so I don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But what happened with Terminus pad there, beside him, Nova will be able to lay there if she stays there, unless she goes to the back and lays on the ground. That's up to her. That's her choice. So I like it. Now understand, if it was windy, I could bring that pole way down, stretch out that tarp on each side, right? I could stretch out that tarp on each side and really put it low to the ground to where it's just above me when it's storming, is what I could do. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this. But, like I said, it's 50 degrees out here. It's hot. You'd definitely be sweating like crazy in this weather. You believe that up north they're getting snow and it's cold down here in Tennessee. You know, this is like, I think we had 2 cold days. That was it so far. The rest of the time it's been warm. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this. Okay, I think I got enough video to review this and help my mind go where everything's going to be placed and be set up. I may try an A-frame next. All right, catch you guys on the next one.